Hello friends, and welcome to another Happily Letter After tutorial. Today we're going to do things just a little bit differently. I'm not going to be doing a tutorial, but I'm actually going to be showing you a Procreate tip. This was something that was actually, I had a couple people who wanted to see this from my latest video when I had mentioned that I had turned off the ability to draw with your finger so that I could draw my lettering or just drawing in general without accidentally making a mark on your canvas, because that can be very annoying. I don't know if this has happened to you, probably, because I know it's happened to me many times where I'll be drawing something, writing my lettering, and I have to go back and do an undo like that, or I forget or I don't see it, and then all of a sudden I have this little tiny dot somewhere and I'm coloring, and it's like, where did that come from? And it's even worse if you have layers upon layers of stuff and you can't figure out where it is. And so here is how you can turn off the hand gesture drawing. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the wrench icon up here at the top, and you want to go to Preferences, and then you want to go to Gesture Controls. And in Gesture Controls, go to General, and all you have to do, tap the Enable Painting with a Finger. So it's as easy as that. There are so many settings in here also. Like you can rotate and pinch with a zoom. I have that turned on, obviously. You can enable 3D painting with a finger. I don't do any 3D painting, so I don't have that turned on at the time. I haven't actually really experimented with that. So for the moment, I just have that turned off because it was how it was automatically set to. And let's see, hovering, I left that unchecked. Layer select, you can have it where your, you can do a finger touch will invoke your layer select, or if you hold, let me go so you can see, because they have this little square and you may not know what that is. This little square that's right here on the side, that's what they're referring to. So you can have, so your finger while holding that, so you hold that and then you can do stuff with your fingers if you want to. Finger, or that plus the Apple Pencil will invoke your layer select. So this is all about layer selecting. Copy and pasting. For me, I just have the 3-finger swipe, so you swipe down with 3 fingers and it'll copy your copy whatever it is that's on your canvas on that layer. So you can do that. I didn't have any of these turned on. Again, this is all according to your preference. I just have people who wanted to know how to turn off that finger touch. You may like it. It may annoy you. You can always use it for, like, there's a project that just keeps happening. You can turn it off, and you can always turn it back on again later if you want to. But go through these and try them out and see which ones you like, and do it according to what suits your needs best. You can clear layers. You can scrub back and forth with 3 fingers to clear the layer. I have that turned on. I actually forget that I have that option, and I don't do that. I usually just go into the layers and delete that layer. A 3-finger swiping down with fingers can clear the layer. I don't do that because I have it for copy, so I don't want to do both. I don't know if it'll let you do both. It would be really weird if it did, because then it would be confusing. But yeah, I would definitely make sure you know what you have your settings on before you start doing that and deleting layers. The good thing is there is an undo button. Just make sure that you may or may not know this, but do not close out of your Procreate, your artboard that you're in, your drawing or your lettering piece. Don't close out of that if you're going to need to undo something, because as soon as you close out of that and then you go back to it, you can't undo anymore. So just word of warning. Trust me, been there, done that. Then there's a full screen. There's quick menu. I have my quick menu for 4-finger tap, and so then it'll have it, but I don't really use it very much, honestly. Quick shape, you can draw and hold, and that is actually, I would definitely have that on. If you don't, I don't know why you wouldn't, but if you don't, I would definitely turn that on. That's so that, like, you draw a circle and you hold on the canvas, and then it'll make a perfect circle, a perfect square, whatever. So that's a very, very, very helpful tool. the eyedropper. I have mine, and so this is also a great video if you follow my tutorials and for some reason you're not able to follow along correctly. Maybe it's the settings. Maybe we don't have the same settings. And again, it's preference. So if you don't like these settings, you go for what feels comfortable for you. So I have for under the eyedropper, I have the tap for that square. So you hold it and then it'll, you can get the color that way, or the finger touch can do the eyedropper. I don't have that turned on. The touch plus, you know, that little square plus a touch, a finger touch will do the eyedropper, or the pencil, and I do have that turned on and I do use those. A touch and hold on the canvas with a finger will invoke the eyedropper. I do that one a lot. And then, so assisted drawing. So I don't have any of these turned on for my assisted drawing. But again, if these are things that you want to do, then you can. Obviously, I don't have anything turned on for the eraser. And actually, I've been thinking about this. I may do the smudge tool where you turn it on, a finger will always smudge. That actually is, it sounds like it's not a bad idea to do. I haven't turned it on yet, and I'm not going to yet, but I do some drawings too. I don't just do hand lettering, and that might be a good thing. I think it depends really though on your piece too. So I would, you know, kind of go by what you're doing, what do you do most? Do you draw? Do you do lettering? And I would go from there. So now that we had turned this off, I'm going to hit done and just tap out of the C. Now, no more finger gesture. I like it because I rest my hand while I'm drawing, and sometimes your hand, just the side of your hand will cause that. And they do make the gloves, and I do have them where it goes over these two fingers and your side and it wraps around, and it's so you don't make marks and your hand glides smoothly over the canvas, over your screen. And actually, I really do like that. I think I've talked about it before. I use that in the summer mainly when it's humid, because my hand tends to stick to my iPad a little bit when it's really humid. I live in Texas, so it gets pretty humid here a lot. So I do use it on occasion, not always. I don't wear hand lotion hardly ever, but that's definitely something that I, you know, if you do, I would use that so you don't get all that gunk on your iPad either. But yeah, that's my quick tip for you guys for today. Actually, it was kind of a few in one. But if you enjoy these, and if there's anything else that you would like to know, please comment in underneath this video and let me know what you would like to learn, and I may just make that into the next video. So let me know what you're struggling with that you'd like to know, tips for Procreate or tips on lettering or drawing or anything like that, and I'll see what I can do for you. All right, till next time, stay creative, guys.